So we're diving into Get Out of Your Own Way by Dave Hollis. And let me tell you, this book, it really hits you where it counts.
It does, doesn't it? I mean, talk about a book that doesn't let you off the hook.
No kidding. It's all about like shining a light on those sneaky things we do that totally sabotage our own success. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And what I find so fascinating is how universal these self-sabotaging behaviors are. It's like we all have them to some degree.
Totally. It's not about being perfect, not at all. It's more about like recognizing those patterns.
Exactly. And then figuring out how to, break free from them, which is what the whole point of this deep dive.
100%. Because this book, it's not just about identifying those self-sabotaging behaviors. It actually gives you tools to like actually deal with them.
It does. It's incredibly practical in that sense.
Right. And one of the big things the book digs into is this whole idea of limiting beliefs.
Ah, yes. Limiting beliefs. Those can be real sneaky, right?
The worst.
They are, because it's that voice inside your head telling you you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you're going to fail. All that negative self-talk. Yet, that's limiting beliefs in action.
And the crazy thing is, we often don't even realize how much these beliefs are holding us back. It's like they become self-fulfilling prophecies. You know?
Absolutely. It's like if you go into a job interview thinking, I'm going to mess this up, chances are you probably will. And then you'll turn around and say, see, I knew I wasn't good enough.
Right. When really it might have just been that you didn't prepare as well as you could have.
Yeah.
Or maybe the nerves got to you. It's not necessarily about your inherent worth.
Exactly. And that's what's so powerful about this whole concept. It's about recognizing that those negative thoughts, they're not always accurate reflections of reality. They're often just old tapes playing on repeat.
So true. So how do we hit the stop button on those tapes?
That's where self-awareness comes in. And this is like a huge theme in the book. Self-awareness is all about hitting the pause button and just noticing those thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment.
Without judgment, that's key, right? Because it's so easy to fall into that trap of beating ourselves up for having negative thoughts.
Oh, absolutely. But the thing is, we all have them. It's totally normal. What matters is what we do with those thoughts. Do we let them control us, or do we choose to challenge them and reframe them?
Okay, so how do we actually do that? Reframe those negative thoughts?
Well, the book offers a bunch of practical strategies. One that I personally find super helpful is journaling.
Journaling, yes.
Even just taking a few minutes every day to jot down your thoughts and feelings can be incredibly illuminating.
For sure. And you can get really specific with it, too. Like Hollis talks about this idea of reframing negative thoughts by focusing on the positive.
Right. So instead of dwelling on everything you did wrong today, ask yourself, what's one thing I did well today, even if it was something small?
I love that. Because it's so easy to get caught up in that negativity spiral.
Yeah.
But if we can actively look for the good, even in those small moments, it can be so powerful.
Absolutely. And this ties into another big theme in the book, which is the importance of taking action.
Yeah. It's not enough to just read about self-improvement and like hope for the best. We have to actually put in the work.
Exactly. It's like that old saying, knowledge without action is meaningless. So my question to you listening right now is this. What's one small step you can take today to challenge a limiting belief or disrupt a self-sabotaging pattern?
Yeah. Like, could you try that journaling exercise we just talked about? Or maybe set one tiny achievable goal for today and absolutely crush it.
Exactly. Even small steps taken consistently can lead to massive shifts over time.
So to bring it all back around, it's like the title of the book says. Sometimes the biggest obstacle standing in our way is, well, ourselves.
It's so true.
But the good news is, once we're aware of those self-sabotaging behaviors, we can start to get out of our own way and, I don't know, maybe even achieve some pretty incredible things.